Imagine this, in 2007, 1 out of every 3 mobile phones in the world was a Nokia. People dropped them from buildings, ran them over with cars, and they still worked. The iconic Nokia 3310 became a legend, so tough that memes still joke about its indestructibility. Nokia wasn't just a phone company, it was a global symbol of reliability, connecting billions of people. Yet, in less than a decade, this giant collapsed so dramatically that by 2014, it sold its entire mobile phone business to Microsoft for a fraction of its peak value. How did the world's most dominant mobile brand fall so hard, so fast? This is the dramatic story of Nokia's spectacular success and its heartbreaking downfall. The humble beginnings and explosive rise 1865 to 1998. Nokia's story begins far from smartphones in 1865 as a small pulp mill on the banks of the Nokia River in Finland. Over the next century, the company diversified wildly: rubber boots, cables, tires, even televisions. It wasn't until the 1960s that Nokia entered electronics and telecommunications, laying the foundation for its future. The real turning point came in the late 1980s and early 1990s. Nokia invested heavily in mobile technology when most companies saw it as a niche. In 1992, it launched the Nokia 1011, the world's first commercial GSM phone, helping establish the global 2G standard that Nokia co-developed. Under visionary CEO Jorma Ollila 1992 to 2006, Nokia made a ruthless strategic pivot, sell off everything unrelated to telecom and focus 100% on mobile phones. This bold decision paid off massively. From 1996 to 2001, Nokia's turnover exploded five-fold, from 6.5 billion euros to 31 billion euros. By 1998, it overtook Motorola to become the world's largest mobile phone maker. Market share climbed steadily, reaching around 30% by 2000 and peaking at over 40% in 2007. What made Nokia unstoppable? Bulletproof hardware. Phones like the Nokia 3310, 2000, and 1100, 2003 were legendary for durability. The 1100 alone sold over 250 million units, one of the best-selling phones ever. Fun and user-friendly features, Snake Game, customizable ringtones, that famous Nokia tune. Long battery life and simple interface. Massive global reach, especially strong in emerging markets like India, Africa, and Asia, where affordable, reliable phones mattered most. Innovation edge, early color screens, cameras, Nokia 7650 in 2001, and multimedia phones. The series 2005 onwards pushed boundaries further. High-resolution cameras, GPS, music players. The Nokia N95 2007 was hailed as the iPhone before the iPhone, with a 5MP camera, video recording, and internet browsing. Nokia wasn't just selling phones. It was selling the future of connectivity. At its peak, it employed tens of thousands, contributed up to 4% of Finland's GDP, and was one of the world's most valuable brands. The Golden Era, dominance and cultural icon 1998 to 2010. From 1998 to around 2010, Nokia was untouchable. Its slogan, connecting people, felt real. Phones were status symbols in developing countries. Children played Snake for hours. Families passed down old Nokias like heirlooms. In Q4 2007, Nokia held 40.4% global market share, more than double its nearest competitor. Symbian OS powered the majority of smartphones at the time. The company sold its billionth phone in 2005. Analysts called it invincible. But even at the height of glory, storm clouds were gathering. The beginning of the end. Why Nokia fell so dramatically 2007 to 2014. The iPhone launched in 2007, a touchscreen wonder with a revolutionary app ecosystem. Android followed in 2008, open and flexible. Consumers suddenly wanted beautiful design, fast software, and millions of apps, not just durability. Nokia's response? Shockingly slow. Here are the main reasons for the collapse. Arrogance and underestimation. Nokia executives famously dismissed the iPhone. One internal memo called it just a phone with a big screen. They believed hardware strength, durability, battery would win forever. They didn't see the shift to software and user experience as the new battleground. Stuck with outdated software, Symbian OS was powerful but clunky, slow, and developer-unfriendly. It wasn't built for touch screens. Meanwhile, iOS and Android offered smooth interfaces and vast app stores. Developers flocked to Apple and Google, leaving Nokia behind. Internal bureaucracy and fear culture. Studies later revealed a toxic internal environment, destructive competition between departments, fear of failure, and slow decision-making. Ideas got stuck in committees. Innovation died. Wrong strategic bet. In 2011, under new CEO Stephen Elop, former Microsoft executive, Nokia ditched Symbian and MeeGo for Windows Phone. The move alienated developers' tiny app ecosystem and customers who wanted Android. Windows Phone never gained traction. Market share collapsed from approximately 30% in 2010 to under 3% by 2013. Missed the smartphone revolution, while Samsung aggressively adopted Android and flooded the market with diverse models. Nokia hesitated. Competitors focused on lifestyle, cameras, and apps. Nokia stuck to reliable phone messaging too long. The numbers tell the tragic story. Nokia's smartphone market share dropped from approximately 40% in 2008 to approximately 3% by 2013. Sales plummeted. In 2014, Microsoft bought the phone business for $7.2 billion, a fire sale price for a division once worth over $150 billion. At peak, the aftermath and current status to 014-2006. After selling the handset division, Nokia refocused on telecom infrastructure, 5G networks, patents, and enterprise solutions. Today, January 2026, Nokia Corporation is a healthy B2B giant with a market cap around $36 to $37 billion, strong in network. The consumer phone brand. Licensed to HMD Global, Finland-based, ex-Nokia employees since 2016. HMD revived Nokia with Android smartphones Nokia 6, 7, 8 series. And feature phones new 3310 in 2017, 3210 revival. But even that era is fading. HMD stopped making Nokia-branded smartphones around 2024-2025, shifting to its own HMD brand. Feature phones, simple, durable models continue under Nokia branding, thanks to a licensing extension announced in September 2025, likely running 2 to 3 years beyond the original 2026 expiry. In 2025, HMD launched final nostalgic revivals, Nokia 3510 for G, 8310 for G, music-focused models like 5710XA. Updates, a farewell tour for the iconic name. As of 2026, Nokia phones still exist in niche markets: India, Africa for basic calling, long battery, and nostalgia. But the smartphone dominance, that's history. The brand that once ruled now survives mainly as rugged feature phones and memories. Lessons from Nokia's epic rise and fall. Nokia's story is a powerful business lesson. Never become complacent even when you're number one. Adapt to technological shifts quickly. Software and ecosystems matter more than hardware alone. Listen to customers and developers, not just internal politics. Arrogance kills innovation. Change or die. Nokia didn't change fast enough. Today, when someone says Nokia, older generations smile nostalgically. Younger ones might ask, what's that? The unbreakable king fell, but its legacy of durability, simplicity, and connecting people lives on. From pulp mill to mobile emperor ... to quiet survivor. That's the bittersweet saga of Nokia. And just like that, the unbreakable king faded into history. A company that once ruled pockets across the planet. A phone that survived falls, water, and time itself. Still couldn't survive one thing: change. Nokia didn't fail because it was weak. It failed because it believed it was too strong to fall. From a small pulp mill in Finland to a mobile empire connecting billions, to a quiet survivor living in memories and feature phones, Nokia's story is not just about technology. It's a warning, a lesson, a reminder that no throne is permanent. Today, when someone says Nokia, some smile with nostalgia, others ask, "What's that?" And maybe that's the most heartbreaking part of all. So here's the real question: in a world changing faster than ever, who do you think will be the next Nokia? If this story made you think, if it reminded you of your first phone, or taught you a lesson about success and failure, hit like to support deep stories like this, share this video with someone who still remembers Snake, and subscribe because history repeats itself, and the next fall might already be happening. This was the rise and the fall of Nokia.